together. Man, oh man. Man, oh man. Has it been a year? Oh man, I can't even stress to you guys how wild it has been. I have like jumped across multiple timelines and I'm still jumping. And I I just want to initiate this year of the horse something fierce. I've been getting a lot into the Chinese zodiac. It's just been another little fun hyperfixation to hop onto. But man, this year of the horse is going to be absolutely insane. And in numerology, I think this is a year of the one, right? 2 plus 2, wait, 26. 2 plus 2, 4, and then 4 plus 6, 1, 0. Yeah, 10, 1, 0, 1 plus 0, 1. We're back at the start. So, and of course, my life path number, year of the snake, was 9, symbol for completion. So a lot of shedding done. Now, the true new year, funny enough, that year of the horse, the year of the horse starts in February, which if you see those content creators or anyone who talks about how the true new year is during spring, and they literally say April 1st because April 1st is Fool's Day, because it's like they're saying it in front of our face. They're not giving you the real calendar because this is the Gregorian calendar. Look, it's relevant, but neither here nor there right now. But I just wanted to say, yeah, so the actual new year starts around March or April, whenever, right? And it's funny because that's when they say the year of the horse starts. So it's like Chinese zodiac knows. They know over there in Eastern culture. It's very, very funny. But just gives you something to think about. But man, year of the snake has been crazy. When I talk about shedding, shedding. And it's like my whole journey with this consciousness stuff, it's like I knew all of the, it's like the end is really the beginning. Everything that I ended up learning, like over my journey, over my awakening for the last like 7 to 8 years, is really coming into practice now. I said I would master myself by 25 years old, like my the real energy and stuff, and I really have, because everything that I believed or the experiences that I had, because belief isn't really fully there yet, really turned into a knowing. Like all the synchronicities in my life, the things that I could literally tell were straight up manifestations from the things that I placed my awareness on, even jokes that I made manifesting. I started to realize that reality is really projected from within us. And I was like, okay, nah, now from the years forward, there is no more playing around. It is just claiming what is and just staying in that knowing of who you truly are. So I'm grateful for all of it. I'm grateful for it, just everything, they just hitting 5,000 subscribers. That's fun. Numbers really don't really mean anything to me, but it's just great to see everyone here and everyone enjoying like the Mighty Nine stuff, the other random stuff I post, and certain people enjoying the commentary rampage. That was a hard series for me to do because it's kind of polarizing. Like I'm gonna get on there and be saying some wild stuff, depending on who's watching, because my channel is kind of like I cover everything. So you know don't really know what this new year is going to bring, but we're just going to roll with it. I've always been free flowing and having fun. I'm building some projects. I'm not going to announce anything or any details about them because I already know you got to move in silence, but I got some stuff going on in the background that is going to be a ton of fun. There's going to be more collaborations this year. There's some stuff. Shout out to IMA, and I think this guy is her producer. Man, I didn't end up showing it. I didn't end up showing it in the commentary rampage video, but I wanted to. It was like our back and forth in the comments of the Instagram post. It was really cool. But yeah, what's funny, actually, segueing into IMA for a second. Have you guys been seeing the disclosure? They got a movie coming out called Disclosure Day, and it's very funny because like the girl, oh man, I could tell you all the synchronicities about that. I was gonna make a reaction to the trailer, but I was like, I'm gonna leave it alone. I watched one reactor say like, "Bro, what is this demonic shit?" And it's kind of funny to me how really 7 billion people on the planet, as so they say, 7 billion different perceptions. Because I watched that trailer and I'm like, oh wow, so just with all these documents that the government's releasing about psychic abilities and everything, and I didn't even know this, which is funny, but it aligns now knowing this, that the Navy has a whole psychic branch or something like that. Crazy. But yeah, remote viewing and all this stuff and the alien disclosure, all of it's just normal now. And this is all this stuff that me and my boys been talking about for years, man, and now they're just disclosing it. Oh yeah, other races and all of it exists, and psychic abilities and astral projection. It's like, dude. I used to get called crazy for this shit. But I always knew what it was because I couldn't deny my experience. It wasn't something I came into researching. That's the thing about spirituality that I think it really shows the difference between who's like interested in it and learning it as if you're picking up a new school subject over it being your actual experience because you were like either chosen to go through it. Like I do believe everyone becomes chosen with it if they choose to be, but it's on them. But truthfully, like walking the path and not just picking up a book and being like, oh, the law of vibration, the law of assumption. It's like, no, when you awaken, there's no going back, man. Like I had the tower moment. Oh man, I have stories, I have videos out there. You guys can discover them if you'd like. This video is more just to be like, man, the journey has been wild. I'm grateful for all of you guys. And I'm telling you, go into this year of the horse strong, man. Not that any of these titles or any of these things really matter unless you make them work, because people do their full moon rituals, but really it could just be another year for depending on who you are. But I think take it serious this year. Not all the screw the New Year's resolution. Just go in. Just make this the year where if you're somebody who's been waiting on a project, waiting on whatever to come, waiting on don't wait no longer. Take the first step if you can, even if it's risky. I have done the most insane amount of risky jumps towards the end of this year. Like I have switched up my environment so much, like so much, manifested different places to stay. I, I can't even understand how these things are happening. I'm just going with the flow and understanding like this is the true embodiment of everything that I was coming into realization over the years. And I thought years prior that I had a handle on this. Oh, no, not even. I'm on a different level now with this stuff. And I'm telling you guys because you can get there too. So, yeah, man. I mean, I even had like my first member subscribe to the channel. Cool. Thank you. That's funny too. So shout out to the member. I can't find where the name list is. I think it'll pop up eventually. Maybe they just, I don't know. But it was funny because I met a guy this year that I shared my channel with, and he was like, we were in person, and he was like, "Oh, dude, sick." He was like, "Oh, dude," he said the price of the membership, and I was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't subscribe though. I don't have any content on there. I don't want to feel all weird. Like my personal belief is I don't want to anyone subscribe to it, and I have like no content on there because that would feel weird." And he's like, "Nah, people would just support you." And then he goes, "Dude, $6 or whatever it was. I don't remember what it was at the time." He was like, "Dude, that's nothing." And he said, "And you will." And I was like, "Oh, that was fire." Because I said, I don't have any content on there. He just went, "You will though." After I was like, "Nah, I don't want anyone to pay for it." That was sick. But it's just reality is really mirroring my inner state now, and it's just fucking awesome. Meeting great people and staying the course. So, other than that, syrup, dude, this shit is empty. Yeah, man, going in with a lot of good energy. Literally, nothing can even touch me anymore, bro. It feels so great, dude. I feel like I have completely taken back my nervous system in all aspects, especially because I went through the most insane of tests like last year, dude, or well, this year, still at the time of shooting this video. But man, my nervous system was tested, dude. I'm talking, I had moments just being raw with you guys. I had moments my whole body was shaking. This is real. Never felt fear like that in my life, but whole body shaking, couldn't control it. My mind, my body just did not want to follow my mind. It was like a fucking episode of Demon Slayer, dude, where I was having to train my mind. Like it I knew it was a test. It was like, dude, it was like I've never had a panic attack before, but that shit was crazy, you know. Just put in circumstances where I was like, wow, man, I manifested this shit. And I was in a really wild situation for myself. But then, I realized after all of it passed, I was just like, man, we're always taken care of. It's no joke, man. If you have faith, no matter what you believe in, whether it's God, the universe, the maker, whatever, I like saying the maker to be unique. It's also because of Dragon Age. Just keep your faith in your connection to the divine and push forward, man. Especially for this year, the horse. The horse is all about being an indomitable spirit moving forward, and the element is fire. So, yeah. You know what's crazy? It made me think about the Year of the Dragon. The Year of the Dragon, the next one is 2036, I think. I was born during the Year of the Metal Dragon, which is fucking nuts. That shit just tracks for the type of person I am. But anyways, much love and Moonlight, and I'll see y'all. And yeah, grateful for everything. Grateful for the people I've met. Grateful for all the new subscribers. Grateful to my family, even though you know things, but just grateful to everyone. Family being family, you know what I'm saying? Grateful for my new family. For just grateful to everyone I meet. You guys are my family too, so um, in essence, right? But you know, grateful for all of it. Grateful for my partner. Grateful for I don't know. I just want a mic drop, bro. This next year, dude. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna seem like a fucking crazy person next year with how you'll. I think you guys will feel and notice the difference. I feel like I'm getting back to me, the me before the fucking programming of this world. I've truly let go. Like my nervous system is not attached. It just feels like everything works out in my favor. Even the things that people would consider negative or bad or quote unquote low vibrational, even though that's your perspective on what is, it's just like fuck it. Everything works in my fucking favor. Much love and Moonlight. And it works in your favor too. Oh shit. And it works in your favor too. Never forget, I'm just a guy. All right, love y'all.